This is going to be another movie review. Haven't done a movie review on this channel in a long time, but this was recommended by someone I know. It's called 3 O'Clock High. It was a 1987 American teen comedy film directed by Phil Jonu. I guess a lot of people, I don't remember this movie. It's not like wasn't like other teen movies back then. I can't think of any movies. If you want me to review any other teen movies from the 80s, just let me know. Like Revenge of the Nerds, anything like that. Let me give a review on the other teen movies from the 80s. But just like I said, this was a 1987 teen comedy film directed by Phil Jonu. The script is about a meek high schooler who was forced into a fight with a volatile new transfer student. It's based on the high school experience of screenwriters Richard Christensen Matheson and Thomas Solosia, and it was filmed in Ogden, Utah. So we're gonna go over this movie. It stars Casey Siemaszko, Ann Ryan, Richard Tyson, Jeffrey Tambor, Philip Baker Hall, and John P. Ryan. Those are some of the stars in it. Don't recognize any of those people there. So we're gonna go down here. The original release date for this movie was October 9th, 1987. Running time is about 101 minutes. It was made on a budget of $5 million. It was a low budget movie, I guess. And I guess it bombed because it only made $3.6 million, so it didn't recoup its budget. Let's go with the plot here. So basically, a meek high school student, Jerry Mitchell, and his sister, Bree, had the house to themselves while their parents are on vacation. Jerry's day begins badly when he wakes up late and gets worse when he nearly wrecks his car while driving his sister and his school friend, Franny, to Weaver High School. The students this morning are gossiping about a new student, Buddy Revell, a violent delinquent who was just transferred to Weaver from a continuation high school. I don't really know what a continuation high school is. We're not going around here. Says here I can click on here on the Wikipedia page, but we're not going to go into that right now. So that's going to be another video for another time. So, and then Jerry's first hour is spent at the school newspaper where his best friend, Vincent Costello, is the editor. Their journalism teacher has the idea of doing an article about Buddy to welcome a new kid, and she assigns Jerry to do an interview. Jerry introduces himself, bring up the article idea. There are a series of poorly chosen statements. Jerry realizes he is only making Buddy angry and decides to cut his losses, telling Buddy just to get this whole thing happen, giving Buddy a friendly tap on the arm. Buddy, who does not like being touched. Buddy responds by tossing Jerry against the wall and stating that the two will now fight after school at 3 o'clock in the parking lot, hence the name of the movie, 3 O'Clock High. With a little more than 6 hours to go, Jerry tries different strategies to avoid the fight, trying to reason with Buddy, but Buddy doesn't work. Vincent suggests that he plan a switchblade in Buddy's locker to get him kicked out of school. Bree advises him to simply skip school. That's his sister. To skip school, but when Jerry tries to leave, he finds the switchblade planted now stuck in his car steering wheel. When the ignition light is cut, trying to run, Jerry is caught by an overzealous school security guard, Duke, who finds the switchblade and takes Jerry to the office of Mr. Linsky, the dean of discipline. Seeing an otherwise perfectly clean record, the suspicious Mr. Linsky tells Jerry that he will keep an eye on him from now on and lets him go. Jerry makes several other attempts to avoid the fight. He steals money from the school student store, which he manages and uses to pay an upperclassman to take care of Buddy. He tries to get thrown into detention by making a pass at his English teacher. He lets Buddy cheat by copying Jerry's answers during the math quiz. All attempts fail and the clock continues to tick down. After Buddy reboots Jerry's plan to just be friends, he offers him the stolen cash to call off the fight. Buddy accepts, but scornfully calls Jerry the biggest pussy I've ever met in my life. Jerry, now seized with self-loathing and anger, decides to confront Buddy and demands the money back. When Buddy refuses, Jerry insists that he has no count and declares that the fight is back on. The clock finally reaches the appointed hour, and the fight begins with hundreds of eager students looking on. Principal O'Rourke, Mr. Linsky, Duke, Franny, and even the guilt-plagued Vincent attempt to intervene, but Buddy easily disposes of them. Jerry, though outmatched, stands his ground while being knocked down. His sister picks up Buddy's dropped brass knuckles and slips them to Jerry. He uses them in a desperate move to stun and knock out Buddy. During the excitement that follows, Buddy vanishes. The next day, many students show their admiration and support to Jerry for such a great fight. They begin buying individual sheets of paper for $1 from the school store to help Jerry make up the store's missing cash. Buddy suddenly shows up, silenced in the crowd. He openly returns the $350 to Jerry, begrudgingly showing his respect. Weaver High is now filled with new gossip as Jerry replaces Buddy as the school's hot topic, with rumors having a wide and humorous range from the actual truth. Let's go back over this cast. See, Gary Saminsky, Casey Zamasco as Jerry Mitchell, Richard Tyson as Buddy Revell, Ann Ryan as Franny Panis, that was like his girlfriend, I guess. Stacy Glick as Bree Mitchell, that was his sister. Jonathan Wise as Vincent Costello. Jeffrey Tambor as Mr. Rice. Philip Baker Hall as Detective Mulliveau. They had to call Detective because the Buddy robbed the store. So that's Detective. John P. Ryan as Mr. O'Rourke. Theron Reed as Mark Bojigas. Lisa Morrow as Karen Clark. Guy Macy as Scott Cranston. Mike Jolly as Greg Maddie. Charles McCauley as Wojtek Dolinsky as Mr. Linsky. Kathleen O'Heaney as Miss Farmer. Alice Nunn as Nurse Palmer. Paul Feig as the hall monitor. Don't remember hall monitor being in there. Mitch Pickley as Duke, the school security guard. And Gilby Smith as a cheerleader. Let's see who else here. The soundtrack of 3 O'Clock High is electronic music. Doesn't really say who the soundtrack is by, just the electronic music. So I guess name songs on the soundtrack. It's Jerry's Day. Any School Bully Will Do. Go to the Head of Class. Jerry's Decision. The Fight Is On. So there's quite a few songs on the soundtrack here. So anyway, get any other movies you want me to review from the 80s or 90s, I guess, even the 70s, teen movies or whatever you want me to review on here, just comment, like, and subscribe below. And this is DoorDash Man, and I'm running on a full tank. Thank you and have a nice day.